Hey, what's up everyone? LaDon Buchanan here, and if you're watching this video, you are either in one of my Facebook groups, someone from my network, or just someone who's interested in any way, shape, or form in the opportunity of being able to work from anywhere as a remote CSM. What I'm going to walk you through right now is a quick case study from last month of how I helped Frank break into the remote CSM world and land a new 100% remote work from anywhere CSM role in 2 weeks. A little bit about me, super quick. Value two things, especially online. I've been in the online space over the last 10 years, and I've grown year over year to value these two things more and more and more, which is performance. Is this something that you've already done? And proof. Can you prove it? Right? That's what this is going to be all about. We'll walk through a quick of everything. Where I met Frank was at a networking event that a colleague of mine puts on online every Friday. Frank and I jumped on a clarity call. I was able to connect him with the hiring manager decision maker, and within him and I jumped on a clarity call, and within 24 hours he was in direct contact with the decision maker, and if I'm not mistaken, 6 days after that he accepted the offer and he was being welcomed into the organization. This is that networking event that happens every Friday that's put on and hosted by one of my colleagues. There were 27 guests, but only 3 of them actually showed up, and Frank ended up being one of them. And during that networking event, I let everyone know about the remote CSM roles that I had come across my table. I'm not a recruiter or a headhunter or anything. It's just I'm an in-demand CSM, so I have a lot of opportunities come to me because I've built up a reputation in the high-ticket online coaching space of being able to drive revenue and get results for business owners, right? From there, Frank hit me up and he gave me his phone number. And I had sent him a message, and I'd sent him a message a week later because I was super busy with work, but I sent him the message. Him and I jumped on a call the next day, and we jumped on a call for about 30 minutes, right? And during that call, we talked more about his background, his personal experience, professional experience, his remote skills, his current situation. He was not pleased with his role in corporate. He was making multi-six figures, but he just wasn't happy anymore, so he was looking for something that gave him more freedom. We talked about his desired outcome, what open roles were available right here, right now that he would actually align with, and then we talked about next steps. And from there, I ended up connecting him almost immediately after that call with a hiring manager, the ultimate decision maker of who comes on board and who doesn't. And Frank, awesome guy, what he did was he immediately jumped in the group chat as well and said, hey, can we jump on a call? So this was on Friday. And because Frank is a rock star, Frank was like, hey, I'm available to jump on a call on Saturday, tomorrow, right? Monday or Tuesday, let me know what works best for you. And that turned into those guys jumping on a call. They set it up for 2:30 p.m. EST on Saturday. They jumped on the call. And from there, that call lasted about 30 minutes, right? And from there, the hiring manager said, hey, send me your resume. Send me top 3 references plus numbers. And I think that this part right here should be the big click, that this space is different from corporate adjusting, or I would say just about any other thing out there, because it's work from anywhere. We do things a little bit different. Most people would be, hey, send over your resume, send your LinkedIn, blah, 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 blah. None of that was even talked about until he met with the hiring manager. Why? Because the most important things are seeing that you're a culture fit, a communication, seeing that you communicate in a quality way, that you're remote ready, your professionalism is on point, they can see you as a client-facing person, and that you have overall alignment with them and their company. This was May 3rd, and then on May 9th, he was being welcomed into the organization, right? So he, within 2 weeks, it was really less than 2 weeks now that I really think about it, because I messaged him back on May 1st. But from the time he learned about the opportunity until the time that he was accepting an offer, it was about 2 weeks, right? That's awesome stuff. And again, for me, it's all about performance improve, right? And that's why I'm sharing these receipts with you right now. So I reached back out to him a little bit later in the month, said, hey man, do you have any questions, clarity points? And he was like, hey, this has been such a great transition for me. He's feeling night and day better because, again, he wasn't happy in his corporate role. And then he also talked about not being super excited about the pay at first. And it's not like his pay was bad. I know what the bare minimum of it was. But I don't know what his exact pay is, but he's also talking about going from making multi-six figures a year in corporate to having a work from anywhere role that allows him to have a lot more optionality. But then he realized, oh man, I'm being silly for asking for more money directly when I have full freedom and power to go make my own and have a team of dozens of people rooting for me internally and clients who will be looking up to him even more. So everything isn't for everyone, but I would say good on Frank for being able to see the perspective that would serve him the best overall. He also said that he appreciated me so much for making the connection and impacting him for the better. Now, Frank is just a recent example. I've actually done something very similar for numerous people. Jay, I helped him land 3 different roles. Bikram landed a role while he was on vacay. Christine is someone else who transitioned from corporate. Nathan, he was a high-ticket coach, like a fitness trainer, and he just wasn't really making the money that he wanted to make, and he made the transition into work from anywhere roles. Jacob, he was a door-to-door sales guy, and he transitioned and landed a role in less than 30 days. Darshan is a college kid in Spain who landed a role from his dorm room. Nick was working at a golf course, and he was able to land a role in less than 30 days. Will was an agency owner, and he ended up selling his agency, but he almost had to sell it at a loss. So he was looking to get back on his feet, and we were able to help him land a role. And Demetrios has been in this space for a while, and he's been able to land multiple roles, man. So if you see this and this makes sense to you and you're like, man, I'd want to be next, I'd want to know more about exactly what's going on with all of this and how I can tap into the remote CSM world, then there's going to be a button on this video. It's going to say, hey, click here, right? Click here to learn more. And what you're going to want to do is click that button, and it's going to take you to the next steps. I hope that this message found you well. Again, over the last month or so, Cali, Colombia has been absolutely amazing. I look forward to being able to help more people be able to have these types of experiences by helping them get into work from anywhere roles that makes the most sense for them. If you have any questions, let me know. But outside of that, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.